Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Paul. So first we're going to go over some recommendations, then we're going to go over your test results, and then finally we're going to go over kind of the implications and what these test results mean and just for your future with what we're going to recommend.
Cool.
So first off, I want to say that it does show that you will need some hearing aids.
Okay.
I do have a diagram here, just the different types.
Okay, because I have some major concerns. So I'm a single guy, and I go out a lot.
All
I gotta
right.
go meet the ladies, and I don't want this like interfering with my flirting at all, you know. And then for my job, I'm also on the phone all day, and I've had some coworkers who have had some troubles with these hearing aids.
Okay. The technology has really enhanced in the past years with the hearing aids. We do have several options. We have in the ear and then completely in the canal hearing
Okay.
aids. And with the phone, there's a new technology that actually Bluetooths
Okay.
for so you can hear better. And with the dating, especially with today's technology, I don't think any women will really be off-put by if they even see your little
Cool.
hearing aid, and if they do, it's probably not the right one for you.
So which one would you recommend? I think you said there were two different types that you...
So there's in the ear, so you will be able to see it, but it's a little bit bigger, so it's easier to change the battery out and
Okay.
just kind of work with. And then there's the completely in the canal, which actually goes in your ear,
Okay.
so you won't be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend more of the in the ear, just because it's just easier to work with. You won't have to fiddle with such a tiny
Yeah.
piece of technology.
I think I'll go with that one then, since that's your recommendation.
Alrighty, awesome. Do you want to talk about the hearing results?
Yeah, sure. Okay, Paul, I'm going to go over your audiogram with you.
Okay.
So this is your audiogram. We did a few tests.
Mhm.
First, we looked inside your ear and
Okay.
your outer ear, your ear canal, everything's normal.
Good.
Then we also looked at the volume of your ear canal and the pressure within your middle ear, and everything is good there.
Good. Good.
Where we saw the problems was in your inner ear. So when we looked at your hearing loss, if you look at this audiogram, this gray shaded box, that's
Okay.
what the norms are. So that's normal hearing. And if you look in both your right and your left ear, you scored below the norms.
Okay.
So in those lower frequencies, so the lower sounds, you scored pretty with a mild loss. And
Yeah.
then as the sounds got into the higher pitches, you did progressively worse. So you do have a mild sloping to moderate severe hearing loss
Okay.
in both ears.
Okay.
In addition, we did do 2 more tests, both an SRT and a speech perception score.
Okay.
So the SRT, that measured the audibility, so your ability to perceive that sounds are happening.
Okay.
So at that, you scored 45 in both the right and left. For your speech perception score, you scored 70%, which means that's more testing you're able to your ability to discriminate sounds.
Okay.
So if you gave the word sand and band, so your ability to understand and tell the
Yeah.
difference between those two
Okay.
words. Now, 70% in both ears is not ideal. That is why we do want to get you the hearing aids, because we want to make sure you are hearing
Yeah.
as much sound as
Yeah,
possible,
definitely.
especially with your work and you're on the phone. So it's really important to understand, what your clients are saying.
So just some recommendations for later, kind of to preserve your hearing, because I did notice it's kind of progressive into the louder pitches. You did say that you are an avid gun shooter.
I do love my guns.
Yeah. Do you wear any ear protection with that?
I can't say that I do. Never got into that.
Okay. Well, for the future, I would say definitely invest in some earphones
Okay.
that'll block out some of the sound, because it's such a loud sound, really. And if you're doing it very often, it's definitely doing some damage within the ears.
Okay.
And you also said that you were an avid concert goer. Do you still do that?
I do. I love my rock concerts as well. Grew up in the 80s, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Kind of the same thing with the gun shooting. Maybe you could wear some earplugs just so it's not a big clunky thing on your head. But yeah, just for future, we're going to get you set up with the hearing aids, and then we'll go from there.
Cool. Thank you so much for all your help today.
Yeah, of course,
Alrighty.
Paul. Do you have any more questions for us?
Not at the moment.
All right.
Okay.
I'll give you my contact information, and if you have any questions when you go home, don't be afraid to call us.
Very nice.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.